Hello friends, this is Jess from J Rose Alchemic Art, and today we're back with another video. This one is another preparing for another convention, and then the actual convention site itself, so getting ready with the table, the setup, and talking about some of the products that were sold and just overall how it went. So I hope that you look forward to this one, and we'll go ahead and get started right into the prepping for it. So in this first clip here, I am actually working on a new little illustration. This was going to be for my little Ghost Wizard's magic shop, so I thought that the design was really fun, and he's got like, you know, a little shelf with all these plants and other magical items. He has a fun little bookshelf over on the other side that has some mysterious books, and then obviously he's showing his friends around on the side of the shop. So I think that at some point when I get through all of my thank you cards, the current ones that I have, they are part of the Celestial Bakery that I had designed a while ago. But I think if you are thinking of purchasing from me, that would really help so I can get through the rest of my thank you cards, and then I will probably, I think, end up using this design and making it into a new thank you card. So if you've been thinking about buying something from the shop, now is the time. But regardless, for right now, we are just adding the little details into the plant here. I also wanted to make like some fun little like artifacts and things like that. So there's, you know, a little sun, some stars, some moons, you know, things like that. And then I actually ended up designing that little doll character there, which I think is also really fun. But here it is all together now. Again, I think that it's really cute and just a fun little design. And of course, after all of that drawing, you know, Prince needed a little bit of attention, so he made sure to get some pats and some cuddles in afterwards, so he was pretty content after. But now we're moving on to our next task, which is making some clay flowers. So clay flowers are, I don't know, and they just take so much time and detail, and I worry that I always mess it up, kind of like I did here at first. If you'll ignore that. But once I finally start getting the groove of it, it's a lot easier. You know, you just kind of have to figure out how much pressure to use with like your sculpting tools. So I am actually going to make like a little flower, a spring flower girl, because I just think that's a really fun idea. But I'm using the little petals that I've made, and we're just wrapping around each other like this and doing so many series of them until I think that it looks well enough. So yeah, definitely need a delicate touch with this because it's very easy to mess up, I feel like. But after I have actually sculpted everything, I think that they turned out really well. So I'm happy with it. And then here is our little spring ghost pal here. Again, I think she's looking very cute. And of course, it was time for some persona to try and relax and have some dinner. Around this time, it was also Valentine's Day, and my fiance and I had been celebrating 5 years, so I finally wore him down and managed to get this giant bear. And oh my gosh, it is hilarious, and the boys love it. It's pretty funny, but I just think that it's really great, and it's still up in the living room now. But moving on again, on to the next thing, I decided I really wanted to make like a more detailed clay scene. So I wanted to go ahead and design this little like mushroom forest, and I've already designed like the mushroom head and the little stand that it's sitting on. I cannot think of the word, I apologize. But I'm adding like these little dots to kind of give it more of a 3D feel and, you know, make it look like, yeah, the mushroom is alive. So just taking it slowly, and we'll be adding more details into it, but let's hang out and watch together. So yeah, after finishing up with the mushrooms, I have actually went ahead and designed a stump as well as a little centerpiece that it'll be on, and I actually made this little crystal, which I think is super cute. I kind of mixed like some colors with the Samica powder, and I just think it turned out really well. So that is how it's looking like now, and it's just really fun. I also made some clay cookies, croissants, and cinnamon rolls because I was in a bakery theme. But now we are getting ready to go set up. So it is literally 9:45, the night before the convention, and I haven't really done a whole lot of packing or anything. I did go and set up my display, so the table is all ready. All of the decorations and like stuff for the table are all good to go. I just actually need to bring the products in the morning because it is like at a mall, and I mean they do have security, but I just don't feel comfortable leaving stuff there overnight. But I do have all my little plushie keychains that Prince is guarding for me right now, and then I have my stickers, my new sticker sheets, my enamel pins, and there's a couple other things in this crate. And then I need to pack up all of my clay stuff and finish glazing a couple of things. But I was running kind of low on some of my fan art stickers, so I'm actually just waiting for my Cricut to open up and start working. It's a little slow right now, but I'm hoping to at least go to bed at a reasonable hour because it's going to be a long day tomorrow. The con is actually open from 11 to 7 tomorrow. No, 10 to 7 tomorrow, and then 11 to 5 on Sunday. So I'm excited. I'm also a little nervous just because I do have my location. The previous time that I did this convention, I was actually like out on the floor in the mall, and you know, it worked a lot better because a lot of people were walking around anyway, going to like stores. But now I'm in like a separate room in an old part of a store in the mall, I think. So I'm just a little nervous that there's not going to be as much traffic, which hopefully it's fine. You know, hopefully it's still a good time. And I've already met some of the people around me and they're all really nice, but just a little nervous for the first day. So we'll see how it goes. Well, the good news is that I did have some extra blue, so we're okay as far as blue goes. But we are running real low on red, and I don't have any more red. So I'm hoping we can at least make enough to do a couple of extra sheets. I would prefer to do like an extra heartless sheet, probably another Thanatos, and probably some of the Kingdom Hearts ones. I got my heartless, and I might not do the other Kingdom Hearts one, the Palpu fruit, but we'll see how it goes. Right now though, I'm gonna run this through the Cricut, add the extra vinyl to it while I'm out by my couch, and start glazing stuff, and then get ready for bed because I'm also tired. Here's a brief peek at looking through the mall. You can kind of see a vendor up at the front there, and then my initial table set up, so looking good so far. So ignoring the state of my workstation because it's a mess right now, but I did have time to make these lovely little cinnamon rolls, which I think look so good because I have given up sweets for Lent and it's so hard. I'm working on another calcifer here, so I've already got his bacon and eggs. I just need to draw in his face after he's been baked in the oven. And then I have a plate of crescent rolls and cookies because, again, I am hungry, man. I need to eat food, but I'm gonna go ahead and put these all in the oven and, you know, let them bake, let them cool for a bit. We'll glaze them, and then they should be good to go. But yeah, I'm actually really proud of how all of these turned out. I'm not 100% sure how this is gonna stay. This is literally, I just poured liquid Sculpey right on top for the icing of the cinnamon rolls. So we'll see how it stays. If not, then, you know, at least the general design is there, so it's okay. Yeah, honestly, I made a bunch of new stuff for day 2 because I sold out of like so many clay things and had to remake some stickers, which is so awesome. I've never really sold out of anything before. So yeah, this was overall a really great convention, and you can kind of see my booth neighbor across from me there. So yeah, I apologize that there wasn't a whole lot of convention footage. Ultimately, like, it was pretty much busy for most of the time that I was there. Even if people weren't like right up by my booth, you know, people were going into that room in and out like pretty consistently all throughout the convention, which was amazing. I definitely was not expecting that because it's a smaller show. It's in a mall, you know, and we as the artists / vendors are really the ones that promote the show. So they don't actually do a whole lot of promotion for it, which is totally fine. But even then, like, yeah, a lot of people showed up for it, and it was just a good time. All of the people were super sweet. There were quite a few people that remember me from previous shows, and they came by and said hi again and bought stuff. So thank you guys so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. And yeah, just again, overall, it was a really good time. I figured that I would go over like some of my best sellers just so you guys also have an idea of some of the things that if you are also thinking about preparing for conventions or things like that, just maybe what will help you in the future. So to be honest, probably my biggest sellers were my shaker keychains. If you've not seen them before, they're these little shaker keychains that say bottle of booze. I just think that they're really fun, and obviously it's very punny. So it has a little crown and actual bottle, and there's little ghosts inside that move around. So very cute, and I think people really enjoyed that. I actually also sold quite a few of my clay pieces as well. So I sold my Here Lies My Anxiety Ghost. I have my little notebook here to remember everything. Let's see, I sold the cinnamon roll clay ghost, a s'mores ghost. I had quite a few enamel pins as well. A clay mushroom ghost, the cauldron ghost. Yeah, lots of stuff, honestly. And obviously stickers are usually a pretty big seller too at conventions. For the most part, they bought a lot of my fan art stickers, but there were also a good portion of like my own original designs as well, so that's amazing. And yeah, as I was saying, like the enamel pin designs are definitely a big thing too. I actually think that I sold out of one of my enamel pin designs for the first time, which is wild to me. I am super happy about that, and obviously it just makes me want to hopefully design more enamel pins if you guys are interested in that in the future. So let me know and leave a comment if you're curious about it. You can see it when you look at my initial table design. They're kind of off in the little bit of the corner there, and I just kind of let them flip through. Most of my table setup, it is pretty much a grab and take as you go. So I let people, if they don't want to interact as much, I always say like, please feel free to pick up and like look at things closer if you'd like. So for those that are more shy like myself, if they just want to, take a look at everything and try and see it, then they can feel free to do that. So just another idea if you're thinking about doing a convention. But overall, this was a really good time. I, again, was shocked. This was the most money that I've actually made at a convention. So I was not expecting that at all, especially when I got put in that like little off room to the side. I'm like, there is no way, like maybe a couple people are going to be able to find their way into the room, but it went really well. And yeah, I am flabbergasted. I am so excited there's going to be another convention. The same people are running it and everything. And it seems like a lot of the artists and everyone that I was working with at the convention in February are also going to be. It's going to be a show in July. So I am super excited for it again. And I hope that it is just as well of a turnout, if not even better. So I just think that as long as people are having a good time, I mean, obviously, yes, you would like to make your table fees back, sell your products, but I really enjoy the fact that I can talk with people and we can talk about our similar interests. Fan art, obviously, if we both enjoy like certain shows or TV shows or, video games, things like that. So it honestly makes me really happy. So despite the fact that QuadCon was actually, it's a 2-day show, but it's, a smaller event, definitely not like a big convention or anything like that. It was honestly like the best event that I've had so far. I've definitely made the most money that I've had, which is wild, considering some of the other things that I've done in the past. But honestly, like, I was super happy with it. All of the people that were around me that were selling as well, they were super nice. We all really hyped each other up, and just fun to talk and chat with everyone. And obviously all of the attendees were also really great. As soon as they found out that it was, Comic-Con's here, everyone was super excited and like was checking out all the rooms, which I was really worried about, obviously, because I was in that side room, but still did well, and it was a great weekend. So honestly, you may have your reservations, I would say, about like smaller events or not having the ideal space or whatever, but sometimes things happen and they surprise you, so definitely try it out and see what happens. But I think that is actually all that I have for today, guys. So if you have any questions or would like to see more of my content, please feel free to subscribe. Obviously, if you liked watching my video, please feel free to like or comment. And until the next time, I will see you all later.